come across a few people lately who either have a suspension trainer and aren't using it, or they don't have one and they're hesitant to get one because they don't really know where they're going to put it. So I wanted to share with you a few ideas of some anchoring solutions. Ultimately, it's up to you to get creative and to figure out what works for you. But hopefully the things I can show you right now, you can use, or maybe you'll relate to your own, wherever you're at, whether you're in an apartment or outdoors or in your backyard, to figure out a way to hook things up and make more use of your suspension trainer. So this one's just anchored on a pull-up bar. It's not, it's a little bit messy, but it works. Notice how it's wrapped around both extensions. If you wrap it around, be careful about just wrapping it around one, like either putting it here or here, because it can potentially slide off in either direction when you're pulling on it at an angle. But just, wrap it around, give it, a couple turns in each direction, and that's, that should be more. It does not need to be 6 inches off the ground right when it's extended. That's what it says is ideal, and that actually is ideal for the perfect setup. But if you don't have the perfect setup, which most people don't worry about that. You can shorten the straps to make it 6 inches off the ground for whatever movement that you're doing. Here's another one. This is just an eye hook. This is not, obviously not a suspension trainer hanging from it, but it could be. And you can drill this into anywhere in your home, or if you can find a stud, you can drill it in. Just make sure it's secure and strong enough, in a ceiling even, or in any kind of beam outside. This is an extender, so a lot of them, the suspension trainers come with these. If it doesn't, you can always buy them extra online, either from TRX website or from Amazon.com. So what you can do here, this is probably the most useful one because it can work with, this could be a telephone pole, this could be a tree, this could be a fence post, whatever you have available. You just wrap it around a few times. Ideally I'd do it a little higher, but I'm just trying to make a point. It's got an end, thread, the end of it through the loop, and then you've got this nylon loop that you clip the extension trainer in. You can see you can clip the carabiner right through it. So it's gonna, just the friction of you pulling down, I mean obviously you want to check it and make sure nothing's gonna slide and give it a good couple tugs, but you can see I'm putting all my weight on it right now and it's not moving. So that's something you could use if you want to get one of these. And like I said, tree, telephone pole, any kind of beam, fence post pole. You could probably figure something out outside if you have anything like that available. And last but not least is just the door anchor. So this one's probably the most useful one for those who don't have very suitable spaces outside. What you do, you want to make sure you have a good solid material for the door anchor. So you don't want to get one for a band, which I don't have one to show you, but it basically looks like a little rolled up, wadded up ball of foil or material. You want one that's got some substance, because what can happen is if the gap is too big between the door and the frame, which on this one it's not, but I've actually personally used one when I first started out that it was, and I've had a band door anchor slide through the gap and dump me on the ground. So so just make sure it's tight and it's not coming out. The door is shut. You want the door to ideally shut toward you, because if for some reason it does pull open, it's not going to pull open, it's going to pull closed. If you just don't have it set up, and you have to set it up where on the side the door opens, just be extra cautious and make sure the door is locked and pull it a few times so you're not going to have that happen. And then of course, once you get it set up, all you got to do is clip it in. And if you have the means to even leave it, it's the door you don't use very often, just leave it up. Or leave it, you can even leave the whole trainer up. It makes it a little more, a little bit of a reminder to not forget to do your workout. And I just wanted to point out this last one. I'm not actually going to show a trainer hanging from it because there's not, it's actually a hammock. But what this is rock climbing webbing. You can get this online, you can get it at REI or any kind of store that sells rock climbing stuff. And it's got little loops in it which makes it really convenient because you can clip the suspension trainer onto any one of these loops, and you can wrap the entire, the entire webbing around whatever fits. Like I said here, it's a tree, but it can also be anything you have available as well. So I hope that helps. A little bit. If you really get stuck and you want to reach out to me, I'm happy to try to help you find a solution if you just can't figure it out or find a spot to put it. There are some mounts you can buy online as well. I don't have one to show you right now. The TRX website has some things, but of course anything with TRX on it is going to be a little more expensive just because you're getting that name brand. So there are also generic options out there. If you just type in suspension training mount into Amazon or Google Shopping, you'll have some options pop up there as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this helps.